Check this out. Doge slashed $160 billion in waste, but in just 3 years, spending could be back. Here's how we can keep spending locked down after Doge ends. Let's go. The Department of Government Efficiency, with Elon Musk at the helm, has taken a literal chainsaw to government spending. But here's the catch. This isn't set in stone. Watch this video because I'm going to be covering some of the awesome cuts, the money that you and I are saving, and some of the epic meltdown that we're seeing on the left. So check this out. Doge has already slashed $160 billion in government spending. They slashed $6.5 billion from the USAID's budget. Gone.
It's over. We are screwed.
The USAID, it's that agency that hands out billions of dollars in foreign aid, and it often lands in questionable hands. How is this making America better? Doge even axed $168 million for a Fauci exhibit. Seriously? Who the heck greenlit that? Probably Fauci. I mean, don't you remember the guy had those votive candles of himself? That was pretty creepy. Check this one out. $60 million for indigenous empowerment. Indigenous empowerment? And this is in Colombia. What? So if you go to the Doge website, it says that they've already cut $160 billion in waste. So what does that mean for you? Well, that's equal to $652 back to every single taxpayer. I don't know about you, but I would sure enjoy a check for $652. I mean, I could get a PS5. All right, let me know in the comments right now, what would you do with an extra $650? All right, now we got to get to the reaction because it's been epic and priceless. The left is whining louder than a wailing banshee. I mean, the left is always kind of wailing like a banshee, so it's no surprise, but they're really going over the top. Groups like the Center on Budget and Policy Priorities claim that Doge is cutting essential services. I'm sorry, but how is a Fauci shrine essential? I just don't see it. How is USAID essential? How's that important for American interests? I don't see that either. How about this? $36 trillion is our current debt. I'd say it's pretty essential for us to figure this out so that we don't go off the fiscal cliff. Would you agree? Democrats, as you have probably seen, are freaking out over Musk accessing Treasury data, yelling, "Privacy, privacy," while ignoring the real crime, government debt. Hold on. And I also remember when Democrats were completely okay with doxing people, like Justice Kavanaugh. Remember that when he was getting confirmed and his address was given out to people and they protested at his house and someone was actually going to go assassinate him? Yeah, that happened. Remember, no one cared about privacy on the left back then. Yeah, here's my favorite. People are calling Elon Musk an unelected czar. I mean, he's from South Africa, so he's not even Russian. Newsflash, 54% of Americans back Doge's mission. And you can find this in the polls. So sorry, haters on the left. Doge is doing good stuff for America, and the American people love it. I guess for now, we're just going to have to enjoy those leftist tears. But I hate to be a buzzkill. There's a problem. Because you know what? Doge is going to be ending July 4th, 2026. And I need more leftist tears. I need some leftist tears to be filling up my glass every single day. And if Doge is ending, how am I going to get them leftist tears? So Trump with Elon Musk, they're moving faster than the Falcon Heavy rocket. But you know what? When they're out of office, spending could come roaring back. A new administration can just put back in place all of the ridiculous spending that we have seen. And this stuff is no joke. I mean, the federal deficit right now is $840 billion a year. Yikes. Without a forever fix on this, we're just going to see more spending, more Fauci art. Ugh, vomit. All right, so real question. How do we lock in Doge for good? Well, the only thing I can think of is a constitutional amendment. But good luck getting Congress to pass an amendment that would limit their spending. Here's where the states get involved. Did you know that the states can call for an amending convention? So they can propose amendments to the Constitution if they get 2/3 of the states to agree. That's 34 states. And then they can go to a convention, talk about spending restrictions, pass those amendments out of the convention, goes to the states for ratification. Boom! We have an amendment to the Constitution that limits the federal government's ability to spend. All right, so it's much easier said than done. It's a huge lift. 34 states to get there, 38 states to ratify. Getting 38 states to agree on anything is going to be really difficult. But It can be done, and there are groups out there doing it right now. In fact, one of the largest groups is this organization called Convention of States. Now, they want to do more than just limit spending. They want to limit spending plus put term limits and then also reduce the jurisdiction of the federal government. But they're getting pretty close. 19 states have passed their resolution, so they're more than halfway. This, in my opinion, is a great way to put a cap on wasteful spending and to prevent a future administration from just turning that spigot right back on. So I want you to imagine the United States with no wasteful spending. I mean, think about it. $652 per taxpayer right now just with DOGE. Imagine if we cut the budget by tenfold. That would be thousands of dollars back in taxpayers' pockets. So DOGE is showing us that it is doable, but what we need is to make it permanent. And we can only do that through a constitutional amendment. So you definitely got to go check out Convention of States. It's one of the organizations, like I said, that is paving the way to an amending convention. Check out the description. I have a link there so that you can go see this organization and you can learn more about an amending convention and the Article 5 process and all that stuff. If you enjoyed this video, smash subscribe. Let's keep roasting the government waste together. Make sure to like this and share it with your friends. See you next time.